Are you serious? More dead fish? What? Are you serious? I mean, I know you're tired of hearing about dead fish, dead birds falling out of the sky in Beebe, Arkansas, dead cattle falling over dead in Stockton, Wisconsin. I know you're tired of hearing about 2 million dead fish in Chesapeake Bay, 7 million dead fish in Redondo Beach, California. How about 38.5 million dead fish in the coast of China? What? Millions of dead fish along the coast of Brazil? I know you're tired of the 100 dead whales in New Zealand and 300 dead dolphins in Lima, Peru. And yesterday, 300 dead fish coming out of the Black Sea on the coast of Russia. I know. 5,000 blackbirds in Beebe, Arkansas. Not once, but twice. Well, we've got some apocalyptic fish kill report. That's the actual... This is actually a headline from the Extinction Protocol. Check that out. Check it out. That's the headline. Sorry. That's the fish. Apocalyptic fish kill, folks. Look at that. Do you see how many fish that is? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? That's Japan. Ohara, Japan. Today, June the 6th, 2012, something terribly fishy is going on at the fishing port of Ohara, Japan. This has nothing to do with espionage or political corruption, it says. There are tons and tons of dead sardines washing up on the shore. And not only is it slightly disturbing, but folks, huge amounts of dead fish is literally stinking up the place. There's something biblically going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And the fish stink. And we're talking about tons and tons and tons of dead fish. Why does it keep happening? Now, it would be real easy to say, oh, that's the radiation. That's the Fukushima nuclear power plant. That's that earthquake last year on March 11/11 and that big tsunami. This, Begley, don't even go there with this story because you know this has to be radiation from Fukushima. Really? Well, let's just go with that for a minute. Let's just take that article and set that aside. But what killed the 2 million fish in Chesapeake Bay? They tested the water. They tested the fish. There was no There was no toxins. They tested the fish at Redondo Beach, California. 7 million fish last summer. No toxin in the water. Matter of fact, that's a beautiful marina. That's the high class. Dude, we're talking about multi-million-dollar yachts there. There's no reason to have a bunch of dead fish. What caused it? Guess what the scientists said, the reason those fish died? They said, well, it's because the fish got scared. There was something in the water, frightened them, and they all run to the harbor and suffocated. Well, why did the 5,000 blackbirds fall out of the sky in Beebe, Arkansas on New Year's Eve, just before midnight, by the way, bringing in the year 2011? Well, somebody said it's because there was some fireworks and a few firecrackers going off. It scared them. Okay, so they outlawed firecrackers for the next year, New Year's Eve. Guess what happened? 6,000 blackbirds dove out of the sky onto the pavement again. Another New Year's Eve, another strange occurrence. And then it happened in East Texas, of course, 3,000. 2,000 in Louisiana, Kentucky and California. It happened in Ireland and Sweden. It even happened in I-95, Maryland last year. Shut down a 4-lane highway. And oh, by the way, we had a lake turn blood red in Texas. We've had different types of... This has nothing to do with radiation in Japan. These events, they've yet to find the 212 cows that died in Stockton, Wisconsin. They found one moldy sweet potato in the corner of the pasture They took 3 semi-loads of dead cows out of Stockton, Wisconsin dairy farm. They died one night, close to midnight, on January 14, 2011. You know, when Time Magazine did an article on me from that video, they were saying, I mean, is this guy right? He says it's something in the Bible. Well, let's read it. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there's no truth, there's no mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. And by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out." Who breaks out? People committing these sins. They break all restraints. They tear down all their moral fibers. And blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. With the beasts of the field, with the fowls of heaven, yea, and the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. You know, there was 20 tons of dead herring that washed up on the shores back in January of 2012 in Norway. Clean, clear waters. No pollution. I don't know what killed tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of fish in Japan. I don't know. Oh, I don't own the rights to that picture, by the way. I'll put the link down below. We're going to be talking about the Hosea prophecy, or all of these fish kills, birds falling out of the sky, pelicans, 1,300 pelicans in Peru. We're going to be talking about the whales and the cattle, and even the elephants in Zimbabwe. We're going to be talking about today at my radio show. I don't want you to miss it. It's called The Coming Apocalypse. I'm on every day from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But from 12 noon to 2 p.m., we now are on Blog Talk Radio. Just go there. Just go to www.blogtalkradio.com. Links below. And find Coming Apocalypse. It's a 2-hour show from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Oh, and by the way, if you can't listen today during that time, well, here's the good news. They archive the shows, and so you can listen to it anytime tonight or whatever. I do a 3-hour show at my website, paulbegleyprophecy.com, called Coming Apocalypse. But the Lord is moving so greatly as we're breaking down current world news events, how it relates to Bible prophecy and to the Word of God. People are being informed. For instance, we're going to be talking today about this Antichrist revelation, this new group called the Global Democracy. I did a video on it yesterday. It's got over 6,000 views in less than 24 hours. People are freaking out because it really looks like the forming of something that could evolve into a new world order. Or is it part of the new world order? We're going to talk about it. Is the Antichrist here? We're just waiting for him to show up. Or is the beast, the new world order, going to form first and then an Antichrist evolve? What about a one world government? Same thing. It's called the beast in the Bible. What about the mark of the beast, 666? How about those RFID microchips? We're going to talk about that today. We've got to stay on that today. We've got that and all the fish kills and what's going on in the Middle East right now with Syria and the blood in the streets. What's going on with Iran threatening Israel? What's going to come up from the talks in Moscow on June 18th with the 5 permanent members of the Security Council and Germany meeting with Iran in Moscow? All of these subjects. So you can go to my website and paulbegleyprophecy.com, watch the program live, or you can go to Blog TV and watch it live, or you can go to livestream.com and watch it live, or if you're working and you're near a computer, use your iPhone or your Android and go to blogtalkradio.com. Coming Apocalypse. You can listen to the first 2 hours of the show live right there on your iPhone or Android. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Salvation's the key. Get born again.